bit of a packed house though.
Lights are on. Good afternoon. I want to thank all of the members of the media for being here today for what is a monumental occasion. And let me begin by saying one thing. Mississippi has done it again. Together, we have once again made history for our state by finalizing the largest economic development project in the entire history of Mississippi. This record-shattering $10 billion commitment by Amazon Web Services will not only create 1,000 high-paying, high-tech careers for Mississippians, but it will also result in our state remaining on the forefront of innovation. I want to be clear on one thing. Mississippi is building a business climate that is ripe for further growth, especially in the technology sector. On top of that, we're doing what it takes to prepare our workforce to take on these high-paying, technologically advanced jobs of the future. How many times have you heard me say, certainly in the last 12 months during the campaign and the election year, but even before that, that Mississippi is focused not on the jobs of the last 50 years, but on the jobs of the next 50 years. And today's announcement and quick work by our legislature proves exactly that. Key ingredients for the future success, and Mississippi is getting it right. This monumental moment in Mississippi history did not just happen. As Lieutenant Governor Hosemann said yesterday, this wasn't by happenstance. It wasn't by luck. It's because of what we're doing here, laying the foundation for future economic success year in and year out. This project is the direct result of years of hard work laying the foundation required to attract globally recognized, industry-leading companies and high-paying jobs to our state. This project is the direct result of historic investment in site development and a revamped workforce development strategy. It's the direct result of higher education standards and record academic achievement. It is a direct result of bolstered infrastructure and stronger partnerships between the private and public sectors. And it's a testament to all that we've accomplished and just how bright the road is that lies ahead. I'd like to personally thank Lieutenant Governor Hosemann and Speaker White for shepherding this legislation through their respective chambers in record time. I'd like to thank all of our committee chairmen that worked so hard over the last several weeks to make this happen. I'd like to commend the members of the Public Service Commission with whom I've had many conversations regarding this project and whose support was also critical. I'd like to thank Entergy and their entire economic development team, Haley Fazakerly and their entire team, for all of the work that they have put in on this project. Because I can assure you, while you're seeing these conversations yesterday and today, these conversations did not begin yesterday and today. In fact, for years and years, there have been conversations that have led to today. I also want to personally thank Bill Cork and the entire team at the Mississippi Development Authority. We have built a truly fantastic team, and winning major projects like this is further proof of exactly that. I also want to thank our friends in Madison County, at the Economic Development Authority, at the county, the mayors in the cities, and all of their utility providers, because economic development is a team sport. And I think it's fair to say that our team is winning. I also want to personally say thanks to all of the team members at Amazon Web Services. Thank you for choosing to invest in Mississippi and her people. And thank you for making this generational commitment to our state. I know these folks that stand behind me, and I know the people who work in our state. And I can tell you with certainty that our people will not let you down. And I look forward to seeing your success in the state of Mississippi for years to come. And finally, on this momentous occasion, I want to thank the people of this great state. We would not be here today if it were not for our fellow Mississippians. We wouldn't be here today without you. It is because of our people that we're seeing record private sector investment, and it's because of our people that global leaders like Amazon Web Services want to be here. Thank you for what you do for the great state of Mississippi. Now, just in summary, together, today, in less than 8 hours, we have announced a $10 billion project. That means in less than 8 days, we've announced $12 billion in capital investment throughout Mississippi. We've created 3,000 new jobs for our people. We've said to the other 49 states that Mississippi is not only ready to compete, Mississippi is ready to win, time and time again. And finally, by finalizing this project, we sent a message to the world that Mississippi is open for business. In closing, that usually gets a standing ovation, by the way. Okay, you don't have to give me that long of a standing ovation. But in closing, I want to repeat something I said yesterday, because it's important, it's true, and it's really from the bottom of my heart. Something special is happening in Mississippi. As I campaigned for re-election and traveled across the state last year, you could just feel it. Mississippi is punching above our weight in economic development, and it really is an exciting time to live here and an exciting time to work here. Prosperity like our state has never experienced before is in front of us, and more high-paying jobs are on the horizon. I want y'all to know that I, for one, am proud to be a Mississippian, and I cannot wait to see all the good things that God has in store for our future. At this time, I'd like to ask Speaker Jason White to make a few comments.
Thank you, Governor. Congratulations. Thank you, Governor, and thank you all for being here today. It's a historic day for Mississippi as we welcome this $10 billion capital investment and 1,000 more new jobs to our state. This project not only brings those substantial jobs and immediate economic growth to Mississippi, but it will have a monumental impact for generations to come. With this economic development project, Madison County and the surrounding communities will see significant infrastructure commitments as well as dedication to educational programs and workforce development. Congratulations to Governor Reeves, his team, MDA, Bill and his folks, and the local officials in Madison County and in the metro area for your hard work to grow our technology sector and diversify Mississippi's economy. Yet again, I want to applaud the swift action and near unanimous support of my fellow House members today in the spirit to pursue economic growth for all Mississippians. As we make state history and break records economically, we will continue to relentlessly work for Mississippi's people. It's days like today that make the international business community sit up and take notice that Mississippi is not only a candidate, but a competitive player in today and tomorrow's economy. Thank you, Governor, for this great project.
At this time, Lieutenant Governor Delbert Hoseman.
Thank you, Governor, and appreciate the quote from yesterday. We didn't get lucky today. We earned this. The state of Mississippi earned this. And the governor's right about that. When you look back, I'm remembering 4 years ago when we, as the legislature behind me, all put up $75 million to start broadband in Mississippi to match with the co-ops. The co-op spent $1 billion in Mississippi putting broadband out. We started making working with Joey Deason and all the others that worked so hard on this, having new tax benefits for Mississippians so they'd be competitive. It's called MFLEX. We passed that 3 years ago. The governor cited at his press conference the other day, we put $70 million in site development so we'd be ready. Time is so critical to these things that you're achieving today. All of the predicates were laid years upon years upon years of hard work. And we got a good quarterback. And I'm reminded a little bit of football teams or cheerleaders or basketball teams or wherever else where you practice for years. Then you get a good quarterback and you win the game. Then we won another game. And Mississippi has earned today. We will live up to every obligation that passed by the Senate and the House today, and we will look forward to further obligations to come under the leadership team that we've got and the predicate that we've set up for Mississippi. I'm proud of today's announcement. I'm very proud to be here. We're going to celebrate today, as we should, this monumental day, but Monday morning, we go back to practice. And this is not going to be the only game we win. So congratulations, Governor, MDA, all of these people that really did all the hard work behind us. It's a proud day for all of us. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Again, a huge thank you to everyone that's standing behind me, to everyone in the crowd today, to everyone who is watching this press conference across our state, but also to everyone watching these remarks across America and across the globe. Mississippi is open for business, and we're looking forward to bringing more and more better paying jobs, higher paying jobs to communities around our great state. So with that, I'll open the floor to any easy questions that y'all have. Thank y'all very much. Have a, okay. Sorry.
Expect a third week of a special session and another. Might not be easy, but.
Look, I'm gonna take a little bit of time and get a little sleep. I'm gonna actually get my hair cut, which my wife reminded me at lunch today that I need to do really bad. But we hadn't had a lot of time for that. But look, here's the reality. We're going to go to work looking for the next opportunity. I don't think it'll be next week. You know, if you go back for the last 50 to 60 years, we've averaged about one Mississippi Major Economic Impact Act every 10 years. This group standing behind me, we've done 3 MMEIA projects in the last 14 months. That's incredible. And I will tell you, our pipeline is larger and longer than it's ever been before. There is a reason that major companies like AWS are looking at the great state of Mississippi. And the fact is, I expect that we will have more days like today in the future. I don't expect we'll have a $10 billion announcement in the next 72 hours. Ross.
The CEO of Amazon, Jeff Bezos, is worth anywhere from between $161 billion to
to $178 billion, the second richest man in the world. Did the state of Mississippi need to give this man, second richest man in the world, this amount of money to come to build this plant in the poorest state of the nation?
So the AWS has major capital investments across the globe, and in the United States of America, their data center projects are located in the Pacific Northwest, in the Midwest in Ohio, in Northern Virginia, and now in Mississippi. So what I would tell you is, when you look at the incentive package that the legislature approved today, approximately $215 million that's going to infrastructure paid for by the county, it's going to be repaid to the state, is going for water and sewer and roads and bridges, clearly core functions of government to attract these type of investments. And so to all the people around the state of Mississippi that drive on a road from their workplace to their home tonight, these are the kind of investments that the state and the local governments have made for every Mississippian. These are the kind of investments that we are making for major employers as well. In terms of the money that the state is actually putting in the deal itself, approximately 75% of it, of 32 of the $44 million, is actually going to job training programs, working to ensure that we train our workforce again for the jobs of the next 50 years. And so what I would tell you is the significant investments that are being made in our state are not only going to be repaid, but are going to be repaid in, as I said yesterday, in a matter of months, not in a matter of years for these significant investments. And so I couldn't be more excited about the package that we've been able to negotiate and get done. The vast majority of what the legislature approved today is really just the releasing of regulatory challenges, really just shortening time frames, because again, the single most important thing that we can be prepared for the future is speed to market. This industry is moving very rapidly, and so these investments are going to be made and put in the ground literally almost immediately.
What will the salary be for these jobs?
So what I would anticipate is that the salaries for the 1,000 jobs that have been committed over the next 3 to 5 years are going to be for those badged employees of the company are going to be greater than the salaries that were committed to last week, which was $66,000 a year. And I think the average salary for the 1,000 jobs will be at that level. Quite frankly, I think it'll be more, but it'll certainly be at that 66,000 level or above.
Governor, the location that we already have of Amazon, how much did the success of that go to influence Amazon coming here?
I think you would have to ask the company that specific question. Obviously, Amazon has a distribution center in and around this particular mega site in Madison, but that is a completely different business unit than what we are dealing with. I don't think it hurts that when I had initial conversations with the other business unit, that they were anticipating that they would have 800 or 1,000 jobs at that distribution facility, and they probably have between 2,500 and 3,000 now, or certainly did during the Christmas season. I think that was just yet another example of Mississippians showing that if we have the opportunity to show up and work for a good wage, that we will do so. Look, it's every single one of these announcements builds on the next one. Every single time we announce a major multi-billion-dollar corporate investment, and by the way, let's just so everyone is fully aware and understand, when I say a $10 billion investment, that's $10 billion by the company. That is not the investment that the state is making. And I know there's some confusion with respect to that, but I just want to make sure everybody understands that. But every single one of these projects, every single one of these wins, and then the follow-up completion of the project, in other words, us showing that we can take a project of this size and magnitude, that we can very quickly get the regulatory hurdles behind us, that we can very quickly get the actual capital in the ground to build the infrastructure that is needed. Every single time we are successful at that, it makes the next major multi-billion-dollar project just a little bit easier. Every single time a major multinational corporation comes to Mississippi and sees that, hey, these folks that I'm hiring have much better educational achievement levels than I ever anticipated. Every time we see that, it helps us a little bit more for the next one. And so I'm excited about the next one, as I said yesterday, and there will be more. But the size and magnitude of this one is really, really special.
Governor, can I ask you about what impact did the change of the state flag play in making Mississippi attractive to a company like Amazon?
You can certainly ask that. I will tell you that that topic never came up in our conversation, so perhaps you can ask them. But again, we are all about removing roadblocks to future success, and I'm proud that we're able to stand here today and make this announcement. And whatever roadblocks have been removed that are helpful, then that can certainly be part of the conversation. All right, thank you all. Appreciate it.